And drilled me 6 weeks.
What was that like?
No good.
Huh? Yeah, well, yeah.
I understand.
After 6 weeks,
Well, like what? How did they train you? Were they really disciplinary or?
oh yeah. Yeah. I don't want to say bad word about one guy. He was Serbian. Boy, kill you like a dog. And then the flu. When the flu came, they used to put me on how you call it, tail, on the barracks. We got outside on the tent. And all those boys, when I go up, we stayed from 6 to 6 in the morning, night. Watch those guys if they get next night when I go, they were dead, all gone.
That was the flu.
That's the 1918 flu.
Spanish flu.
Spanish flu.
And I was lucky, I didn't cut anything. Then,
That's the worst flu they ever had.
I don't know if it was September. I remember. It was shipped in France. September, October. And do a drill there for a couple of months. Then we got an order to go up the front. But the captain said, we got an order tomorrow morning to go up the front, but tomorrow morning, he said, seems like the Germany gonna give up. So tomorrow morning we'll find her out. At 11:30. If we go, if we don't go, the general come down on the drift field at 11:30 and they come up to explain to us. At 11:30 I was watching that road west from the place. It was a gravel road and I saw that dust and then I was watching where we were drilling, you know. Watching when it made a turn. I said, here he comes. I got happy there a little bit. Then he started calling the troops in. It was real hill. He called all the troops and he explained. He says, I want you to drill, you know, to work hard like you did now. But for the meantime, we didn't go up the front because the Germans give up. So we didn't. So everybody that day, French and kids and old people, they were drunk. Come down on the road, meet us. American la guerre finie, American la guerre finie.
Can you write it down?
Right. What is it? No, no.
What he
No,
said?
I've got it on this.
So
I can remember.
that night, I never stood in my life, not before and not later. At that time, that night, we start dancing among the soldiers and drink wine and they eat the sardine with the bread. And I went up the attic. We had 11 steps that went up the attic, you know. We had a mattress, bed, and that night I was kind of scared, you know, to sleep and fall down. That's the first time in my life. But I did. So after that, I got a transfer. I went to the same place where see, down here was on the Red Road. I got it back where we got off the Red Road on guard duty for 35 days. This was in January 1919. Right.
Guard duty?
Yeah.
Or what was this?
It was in France there, but I can't remember the Sarajevo, I guess they used to call them. I can't remember the name. So that, then we got a full of foolish.
Booties.
Mouse.
Booties.
And for 35 days, then I was on guard duty one night, and a soldier came towards me, and he was a person I knew. Don't mind do. So he went to get a canteen wine. It was cold. And he came down, you know, he got my offer, drink that wine, a little bit wine. So that's the last time I saw him. After that, I didn't see him no more. He was going to come back in the United States. So from there, one day, I saw a sign on the 28th barracks. I can see that number yet, that barrack there. My name was on to be transferred. Oh, that was bad. So we got a transfer, went back 2 miles, the same place where I stayed 2 months. Down there was 7 company. They used to call it country. I think they call that place. And one morning, they started to pick out 15, 16, 17, each company, and form another company. And when, we don't know where we go, or somebody said, we go to Paris, and got there, the President Lewis, and I don't know, they found her out. So we, 1 o'clock in the morning, they call us. It's a new company, and we march, no, we got in the trucks, I think, march back in that same place, but I was on guard duty for 35 days. So instead of 2 days, it allows you. They had a boiler, you know, to boil your clothing, change all your clothes. They give you a new one, you know. That's what they call it, the Laos place, I forgot. Anyways, 2 days, and then we got on a box car, just like cows, and we went to Paris. And in Paris, we stayed 4.5 months.
4.5?
We started guard in the president's house and a Grillion Hotel.
Guard, okay, here you guard the president's house.
President's house, yeah. That's company here, company there, you know, that's the other day, that company on guard duty. So, we can forget. Oh, we had a rough uniform, you know.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, and in general, coming the president of the house, and it said it was shame, you know, to anybody, you know, big people coming. I see the president, they have the soldier, you know, with the suits like that, with the uniform like that. So he ordered 250 sword uniform, officer uniform, with the straps out. And they fit the tailor. We used to call 7 every day. So we got a sergeant uniform. And then we got that, you know, one day yes, one day no. See, we get off 8 o'clock in the morning, and the other company got up for another 24 hours, and then we, in the morning, next day, we got on duty again. I said good morning to the president about 3 times when they happened to be on guard duty on the garden, see, in the morning. About 8 o'clock in the morning.
What president is this again?
That's right.
Yes. Was he friendly?
Huh?
Was he friendly to you?
Friend? Oh, yeah. He said, good morning, boys. Good morning. He's and his wife. And then I missed this was signing. Every company went to where they made a peace. After went back to Brest to wait for me. Anyway, I was on that one there. So we wait in Brest for them to come, and then we come back to George Washington, 1919, July 1919. We got back in New York in 1919.
the end of the war, what were the troops like? I mean, in your troops, what did they do?
Eh?
At the end, when you found out that the end of the
War
war,
was over.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did they do? What was it like? What kind of emotions did you have?
I was happy. Everybody, all the world was happy those days. After that, you try to play games. After that, you know.
What did you do the night that you found out
Found out what?
that the war was over?
And I told you, I got half drunk.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that, Mark.
Yeah, that's really right. Then we came back on the George Washington, and we landed in New York, and we got a camp meals. New York, where my company was divided in 43 states. And the state of New Mexico was only 3. We came back down there. Looking for it. And now I'm back to Dawson, 4 times.
And then did you meet Nonna in Pennsylvania?
Well, then I worked there a bit. I went to Utah,
Oh, yeah.
working at a coal mine.
What year?
1920. Then it was couldn't earn anything, so I come back at Dawson, New Mexico again. Then I worked there for some time till 1922. Mine, #1 mine exploded, it killed over 75 persons. And I quit the job I went away.
In 1922, the mine you were working in exploded?
Not the mine I was working, not one. Bye. If I the one I was working, I wouldn't be here now.
Yeah. Oh, the one you were working for.
Not the one I work in didn't explode, the other one, #1. I work in #5. And then we quit, we went to Pennsylvania. Tried to work on this mine a little bit, but you had to work it for somebody else under another miner, you know, and I didn't like it. Of course, I was a miner myself, but you had a crew to get in there. So I went to Detroit. Worked 4 months at Detroit. Then I got hot with the boss. He wanted to give me the machine. I didn't like it, and I quit. So I went back to Scranton again, a coal mine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you about the machines. I mean, how do you feel about those machines taking over men's jobs and things?
Machine to take a man's job?
Yeah.
Well, that's was in a coal mine, but not on the Ford factory. I worked for Ford over there.
Oh.
I worked for the Ford. You see, they put me in night shift, and I learned all those machines, you know, to run. And then the one I didn't like it, he told me, we're going to put you that time, and I said, what machine are you going to give me? He said, that machine, that's the one I didn't like it, so I quit. No, I want to transfer, but he won't give me a transfer, so I quit. I went back to Scranton, I went back to coal mine again.
What year? 1922?